Well, what we're forecasting is number one, sustainability. Sustainability is actually on the mind of everyone, being investor or operator. And we are foreseeing a really focus on sustainability, having sustainable buildings, but also operation from our occupier being on the top of their mind. That will be one of the focus. In terms of demand, this is going to continue to grow at a lower pace than last year, for example, but it's still going to be important in the next few years, maybe slowly in the next year and then ramping again. Next, we are forecasting a focus on labor skills. We are seeing our occupier really worrying about getting the right labor in the right location. So we believe that there will be a huge impact on securing the skilled labor in each of the locations they want to be. So on one hand, regulation can be really a positive for us because, for example, if we're talking about sustainability, then all the regulations are pushing forward in order to have green buildings, sustainable operations. So it's actually helping us to develop better portfolio. On the other hand, some of the regulations are really impacting developments. For example, access to land is getting more and more difficult. Getting the zoning, building permit can take years. So it has some challenges. Now we are partnering with some developers that who knows locally, the perimeter and how to unlock these opportunities. So that's how we are getting over those challenges. So there's mainly two ways. The entire portfolio has been assessed to have decarbonization audits. So we have now today received the feedback of those audits, and we are working on action plans asset by asset, but also country by country in order to see what we need to do in order to get the buildings to the highest level. On the other hand, we are working on a solar program called Helios that is intending to deploy solar PV panels on top of our roofs. So we are looking at all regulation, legal aspects, tax aspect, but also provider of panels in order to get to a point where we're going to be deploying solar panels. And we expect the first building from this program to be implemented by year-end. So we have a customer relationship management program that we have developed, being very close to our occupiers. We are today managing a bit less than 9 million square meters across Europe, which is an interesting portfolio. And we are really working closely with our occupiers and the top of our occupiers in order to understand their needs and to see where the growth strategy is, what are the constraints. I was talking about labor, for example, but also sustainability. And we are really working hand by hand with them in order to develop the buildings where they want to be, but also matching their requirements in terms of operations. And for example, we have developed a brandly new asset in Logne, in the outskirts of Paris, that is really meeting the client's operations needs, touching on very high credential in terms of sustainability, and that's what we are doing as a firm.